willing to help, to stay late, to fill in, to go along. If you are one of them, you often end up feeling violated, ignored, disrespected, and disconnected from life and others. Silently enduring the ongoing and relentless invalidation of who you are and what you want will reliably wreak havoc on your health and the health of your relationships. Ready to put less yes and more you in your life? Hello guys, welcome back. It's me, Ipsita, and it's a very exciting day for me because I finally got time to sit down and do this review video, and it's one of my favorite authors. I recently got a chance to read her latest book, and it's a journal. The journal is a complimentary activity book that is power packed with some inspiring quotes, prompts to answer some questions, and activities. And it is definitely going to encourage you to think deeply about yourself. And if you are a people pleaser, then you must reflect on certain types of questions or on certain questions that will help you identify if you need to stop saying yes to everybody all the time and start saying yes to yourself and to your emotional and physical needs. So friends, I'm excited to share my favorite author and her books, and this and she is author Ilene S. Cohen. I was super excited to read her first book when I got this book for doing the review from author Ilene Cohen, and this is her best-selling, award-winning book called When It's Never About You. So this book is a people pleaser's guide to reclaiming your health, happiness, and personal freedom. So author Ilene has given us another gift, a book that is complemented by this her first previous book that's called When It's Never About You. And this journal is a this book is a journal, and it's prompted, and this is packed with beautiful quotes, powerful, inspiring quotes on people pleasing and what we need to pay attention to stop people pleasing or being a people pleaser. And it has got activities, some questions that you must answer and think about it deeply. So friends, I'm excited to share her latest work of this book, her journal, and it says not the book name is Not Enough You, and it's a people pleaser's journal for recapturing your value and worth. So before I go ahead and share the pages with you, my most favorite pages on this book, I want to give you a little hint about what this book was all about, because if you know this book, and this will be easy for you to answer or think deeply on those subjects and topics. So I have reread this book, and if you can see, I have like a lot of highlights with post-its, and I just love it. So I've almost highlighted every page, and I'm excited to share with you what this few of the pages. I'm going to read it to you, and why I'll tell you. So if you have been into people pleasing, and just because you want to make everybody happy, and you are afraid that you'll be all alone, you'll be left behind and with no friends, no social connections, social relationships, or if you are worried that you might hurt someone's feelings if you say no, or if you think that you might be thinking that it's okay, I'm not important, but everybody else is important around me, so I must listen to them, I must do their work, I must help them whenever they ask me. And it's okay if I'm not having a self-fulfilling life, but what I want to do is I want to pay attention to other people's problems and not my emotional and physical needs, then I think this book is going to uh, be a gift for you, because it's going to give you that courage to stop being a people pleaser and to turn all your focus around back onto yourself and understand why you need to stop saying yes to others all the time. It's and why you should prioritize your health, your emotional, your mental health, and bring yourself back in alignment with how you must feel, or how what you must do and how you should live. So without further ado, friends, let me go ahead and read the first introduction page of When It's Never About You. And if this book inspires you, or like, if you could relate to being a people pleaser, or if you know somebody in your friends or anybody in your family or at your workplace who needs help, a guide, a roadmap to come out of this terrible habit of pleasing and living for others, then please go ahead and gift these books to them. It's going to be a life changing, and it's going to save their life and bring them some joy and happiness in their life. So friends, let me start a little bit about When It's Never About You. Let me go ahead and read that. So author says, creating a sense of self within your relationships. Okay, so what she says, that the real change begins with the awareness that we create our sense of self within our relationships, not apart from them. This book is designed to support you in becoming self-aware in the context of your relationships and honoring that problems do not reside within individuals. I wrote it to show you how the gravity that pulls us all together connects us in important ways, ultimately making us who we are. This book will assist you in understanding this process more deeply so that you can put these lessons into actions in your own life. My hope is that what you read will inspire you to become more aware of the part you play in your relationship systems. And this will lead you to explore new possibilities for yourself and your emotional unit. So she says, Selfless Narrative. Throughout the book, I'll be sharing my personal narrative along with a few of my clients' stories. But what's most important is your story. The story you feel has been written for you by other people. The story that doesn't fit with your true nature because it's overly focused on others. Your life experiences may have led you to believe that you must spend your life saying yes to everyone. This selfless narrative will convince you that you are only as good as the good you do for others. This story must be rewritten, and you must be the author of that rewrite. So this is what she says, and this is the introduction, the first introduction and or the preface page. And later I'll just touch upon few of my important highlights on the page that I really love rereading. And so I love how in simple ways she shares her stories, as well as she inspires us to bring all our focus to what we should be doing and think more deeply about why we should be doing it and why we need to stop being a people pleaser or listening to everybody else and not ourselves. This book is a life-changing guide, and it has helped me to build the courage and start saying no, or start being there for everyone else, especially when I don't want to say yes, or when I want to spend more time with myself than being present for others. So while I was thinking about start saying no to others and not to pay 100% attention to uh, others' needs. And that's when I got this book. And maybe that's what God wanted me to read this, so that I find the courage and so that I start I stop saying yes all the time and being available to others. Yeah, because it's all about our self-worth and self-love. So these two are our priorities, or other two important pillars that hold us together. So I hope this book happens to be as inspiring as it was for me, and life-changing. So if you are going to get a copy, or grab a copy of this book, then definitely I'm sure you must buy this book, because I highly recommend this book, especially people who are silently suffering from being a people pleaser. It's not because they're born with that habit, it's just because it might be out of fear, or it might be because it's their lifestyle, it has become a part of their lifestyle, or there could be so many different reasons. But I hope these books by Dr. Ilene Cohen helps you find your voice, the voice of courage, and you stop saying yes to everybody else and start saying yes to yourself. And let me show you the pages. This journal, I love these journals. There are so many reasons, and the first reason is the print, the design, and the doodle flowers that's there in every page. And the next one is these amazing inspiring quotes. And I love going through these quotes, because sometimes these quotes were like help me to think deeply about each and every topic that I kind of overlooked when I was thinking about people pleasing or people pleasers, their traits and what makes them. So it helped me to think deeply about what I should be doing, what I should not be doing, and then definitely the questions followed by questions. It's like it helps you to figure out what you have been doing wrong, and then you can just use this as your personal journal and write down all your thoughts and feelings right here. So I'll just take you through different some of the pages that those were my favorite, and I hope you get a copy of this journal too, and you change your life. So Not Enough You offers you okay, let me just give you a brief introduction about Not Enough You, what is this journal is all about. So this is a very definitely a useful journal that prompts you to think deeply by asking you many important questions, and definitely important relevant questions, and is a great addition to the book when it's never about you, because it'll help you to stick to what you have learned in this book, and you're just kind of doing the exercise or the activities here and whatever you have learned. So it'll help you to remember and just stick to all the lessons that author offers us. And this book encourages you to write down the thoughts and feelings and better understand yourself. Definitely love the doodle flowers and the quotes and the design, and it's a great awakening journal. And the book, When It's Never About Your Gifts, is a gift of recapturing your value and worth while finally creating a happy life for yourself. So constantly people pleasing, author says that constantly people pleasing, this is what she has to say, and seeking approval of others takes a lot of energy. Silently enduring the ongoing and relentless invalidation of who you are and what you want will reliably wreak havoc on your health and the health of your relationships. This reflective journal is filled with thought-provoking quotes, questions to think about, and activities that inspire a new perspective. Through the process of completing the journal exercises, you can identify unhelpful patterns and make life-changing adjustments. It's time to commit to happiness by committing to bringing out the best in you. So this is what the journal is all about. And let me read the quotes and the questions from the pages that mostly spoke to me, and I just loved it. I could relate to it. Okay, so it says by Dr. Ilene, this quote is, So she says, no matter your age, circumstances, race, sex, or religion, now is the time to stop the cycle of people pleasing. Living to please others is draining, lonely, and damaging to your health. And she's asking you here to list 4 ways that people pleasing has negatively affected your life. So you can just go ahead and write these down and start feeling better and let go those unhealthy habits and patterns you have been holding on to. And the next favorite page is people who go through life pleasing don't challenge common beliefs about what people should do or how they ought to behave. Instead, they take them on as true. And she's asking you here, open your mind and start challenging the beliefs and ideas that got you into the people pleasing position. Challenge the ideas that don't match your experiences. And ask yourself, what ideas are getting in my way of putting myself first? What do I believe will happen if I put myself first? What decisions can I start making to have more freedom of choice in my life? So these are some very powerful, relevant questions that she is asking you to answer and think about it. And I'll just read few more. So the another most favorite page in the book, my most favorite page in the book was this, and it says, although it might seem counterintuitive, prioritizing your needs and gaining a strong sense of self is better for your relationships because it serves to strengthen them. And she says the ingredients for healthy human connection, that is authenticity, honesty, intimacy, etc., won't come together if you don't participate actively in your relationships. Think of ways you can speak up when you're angry, hurt, or feel violated. What are some communication skills you need to work on? Place a check mark next to the areas you want to improve. So this is where she asks you to do an activity, and here are the options. She says, communicate more clearly, be more honest, speak up more before I get angry, calm myself down more effectively, stay connected with people, remain clear in the face of pressure, speak my mind, approach situations with confidence. List some of your own. So my second most favorite page in the book is this one, where I want to, let me read this to you. She says, sometimes in life we take a stand, we take a good hard look at our lives and decide it's time to change. Sometimes we find ourselves in circumstances that force us to figure out what we need to do next instead of what we have always done. And she says here, the real wisdom in feeling, thinking about, and becoming aware of your sadness instead of hiding from the pain. There's growth in falling, in hurting, in accepting the pain. Write about a life struggle that helped you open your mind and change your perspective. And author Ilene, I'm going to fill this page and maybe I'll share it with my followers and viewers, because this is something that was very relatable, and I wanted to write down because I remember the struggles that I was able to give a different perspective, or view it from a different perspective, and how I was able to change those struggles and make it better for myself. So I'm definitely going to fill this page and I'll share with you and with my followers. And here I feel that author is kind of speaking to me and knows me so well, because this question was like really relatable, and I loved when I read that part. And here is the next one, and I'll be done, and I hope that you get this journal and change your life and become a strong, a brave person from here onwards. So when aspects of ourselves are distant, distanced, denied, or devalued, they will always try to make us listen by surfacing as unwanted symptoms. So she says, circle the symptoms you experience regularly, like headaches, anxiety, depression, muscle pain, feeling lost, fatigue, burnout, restlessness, panic attacks, trouble sleeping. Name some of your own symptoms and write about what they would tell you if they could talk. And here at the bottom, she gives you a lesson or a thought to remember. So I like that part too in this journal. It's there in some of the pages and not in all the pages, but I love reading them. And it says, don't be afraid of losing people. Be afraid of losing yourself by trying to please everyone around you. So this was my another favorite part in the journal. And I think I'll be done. I'll just show you 2 more pages before I let you go. And here it is. And she says, it's essential to keep in mind that you are changing your people-pleasing ways so that you can put more of your energy into your life, not so that you can change others. And she's asking you to list the relationships in your life that you cherish the most. What is it about the people in these relationships that allows you to connect so meaningfully with them? And she says, how can you connect? How can you continue to experience those relationships as a resource? So I hope you like this video and you like this book by Dr. Ilene Cohen. And if you get a chance, try to grab these 2 books. Definitely I strongly recommend this book to read first before you move on to the journal and start doing the activities, because most of the quotes are taken from this book by Dr. Ilene, and you'll be able to remember the lessons, the tasks that you must be doing, and how to change your life, how to change yourself and make it better. And so that's it, friends. I hope you like this book and you like this video. And let me know in the comments, yes or no. And what do you think about people pleasing? What are your thoughts on people pleasing? And if you know anybody who has been going through this negative habit, because it definitely people pleasing negatively affects your mental health. So if you know somebody who has been suffering silently, then please go ahead, extend your support, your hand, and pull them out of that negative habit, because it's downright destructive, and it's never going to bring a positive or a good feeling about yourself, because you're already always looking for approvals and validations from others, and you don't have that confidence, you don't have the self-esteem that yes, you are important, you are special in your way. So it's time we start shifting our focus from everyone else to ourselves, and realize what we have been doing and understand why we have been doing that. Is it out of fear? Is it out of keeping your relationship stronger or safe? Or are you afraid that you'll be hurting someone? There could be so many reasons, but it's time we understand these emotions and stop being a people pleaser. If you get a chance, go ahead and read this book and try to grab this journal and keep it in your purse, or take it wherever you go. And something that if that hurts you, or that that pushes you out of your limit, to go and start saying yes again because you need others' approval and validation, then this journal is definitely going to help you, remind you that you should not do that again. And believe in yourself and love yourself. It's okay to be different and unique. It's okay to be not liked by everyone else, but it's important that we love, accept ourselves wholeheartedly, and celebrate being who we are. Bye friends, it's me. I'm signing off. Ipsita. I'm the creator of the Positive Window, and I hope we stay connected, and hope to see you soon in my next video.